Well, hello again, boys and girls, and welcome to more creepy story time with Uncle Oversoul. Okay. Here we are yet again on Interactive Horror Stories. It's another Thursday, so it's time for another story. And this story is called After Funeral, so I can only imagine it involves ghosts, or zombies, or something like that. Yay? Okay. Last time, if you remember correctly, we played The Doll, and we failed. Quite horribly, I might add. So, let's check out After Funeral and see if we have a better outcome this time. But these are horror stories, so I'm inclined to believe that not all of them have happy endings. Let's begin, shall we? After Funeral is a modern gothic horror story that takes place 3 days after your son's burial. Yes. You receive messages in your computer. Those claim to be sent by your son's soul. Oh, he says that he wants to be with you once again, and he asks you to do a few things in order for him to be resurrected. Will you believe in the message? Oh boy, well, this could end up good or bad. It depends, because not all ghosts are evil, but let's find out. You used to be a father. It has been 3 days since your son Jonathan White was buried in the graveyard of the local church. He was 8 years old. He had golden hair and blue eyes, just like the beloved man in the Carpenter's song, Close to You. Since your wife passed away giving birth to Jonathan, and since he has been your everything, he was your angel. Now he is gone. He died on a snowy winter morning. You had gone to the market, leaving him alone at home. When you arrived at home, you found Jonathan laying on the bed, motionless. His face was covered with his pillow, choked. Police couldn't find any trace of trespassing. I'm just gonna go ahead and make a prediction right now because I know me some horror, okay? And I love horror, but if anything, it has become very predictable. And it may surprise me, but I think I can see where this is going already. We're gonna get the messages thinking it's from our son, but it's gonna turn out that the messages are actually from some evil entity that actually killed our son, you know, and now it's trying to get at us to kill us too. Bet. Okay. Sorry, let's keep going. You clearly remember the solemn moments of Jonathan's funeral. In fact, you try to forget, but the details are in front of your eyes and they won't go away. The priest had intoned psalms and prayers, those you are not so familiar with. You are not so religious. Well, the lifeless body of your son laid in the church. His feet were turned to the east. He was wearing black suits and shiny shoes. His skin was pale. He was way too young for all this. You wished it was you lying there instead of him. Oh yeah, that just kind of solidifies my prediction. Foreshadowing much? Okay. Like the day Jonathan died, it's a snowy day in all of Ohio. Hey Dylan, Ohio. There are 3 inches of snow outside. It's 1400 now. You are a writer who has been on writer's block. 1400 is 2 p.m., by the way. On writer's block since that day. Your favorite word processor is open in the computer. The screen is blank. You haven't written anything for a long time. There are cigarette butts in ashtray, and your black, hot coffee in a blue cup on your work table. You chain smoke and consume a lot of coffee nowadays. Aye! Hark! Is that the bell of doors? Perhaps I should answer. As you're sipping coffee, the doorbell rings. Should we open the door, or should we not open the door? Well, this early in the story, we have no reason not to. It's not like we suspect anything to be wrong at this point. So yeah, we're gonna open the door. It'd be, unless we're just one of those grumpy people like, fuck off, get off my lawn. I don't bother. Anyways, let's see where this goes. Open the door. You open the door. It's Bob, your neighbor and friend. You had drunk beers and had barbecue with him for several times. The wording, I'm sorry, sometimes. Anyways, Bob is a nice guy. He is overweight, has short black hair, and has no facial hair. He wears a dark blue jacket and a black beanie. Hey, how are you? I wanted to ask how you've been. I'm still depressed, or I'm fine. You lie to him like that. I am a strong advocator against telling the lies, so I am going to be truthful and such. This is Mr. High Horse over here. Oh. Yeah, shut up. Bob replies, I can't imagine how hard it is. I never had kids, but I had a cat when I was younger. I loved her as my daughter. Then I had to bury her to the garden myself. It was tough. Bury her to the garden. I'm sorry. I can't help but point out that shit sometimes. It's the I watch too much Jax films. I know how much you loved Jonathan. I am shocked like you to see him gone. And then I go and mess it up myself. Bob continues, I am going to the market right now. Do you need anything? You remember that you are out of cigarettes. Nah, don't get in the cigarettes. You're just feeding the bad habit. Fuck that. Okay, man, see you later. You say goodbye to Bob, too. Then he goes. You close the door and sit back on your work table. You look at the computer screen that should have been blank, but no, it is not blank. Something is written! Okay. Daddy, I missed you. Well, here we go. Shout. Jonathan? Type. Jonathan, turn off the computer. Yeah, let's just turn off the computer. No, that would be a slight overreaction right from the get-go, because for all you know, it just could be somebody playing a very, very sick joke on you. So, I mean, these are interactive horror stories, so obviously it's not, but I'm trying to look at this with at least some sense of logic. If I wanted to treat this like an actual horror movie, I would just not only turn off the computer, but I would unplug it and throw it out the fucking window. Type or shout. Jonathan, shout. After you shout your deceased son's name, new letters appear and form a reply. Yes, it is me. Aha! I didn't type. I shouted. That is, that proves that it is paranormal, because why would he be able to hear me? Unless it's the NSA. Did they hack into my fucking microphone again? God damn it. Sons of bitches. After you shout your... Okay. You are not a computer engineer, but you know that it is possible to hack on someone's computer and put a prank on him if the computer is online. Also, yeah, you can hack into people's microphones and webcams too, so that's also... Your computer is connected to the internet with an Ethernet cable. Pull the Ethernet cable first. Let's try that. You crouch down and frantically pull the Ethernet cable from your computer. You expect that nothing else will be written, but no, you are wrong. It says, I am in the computer! How is that possible, Jonathan? Let's just poke the tiger, see where it goes. Good Lord said that I should be together with you. He said that I love you and you love me, so he sent me back. Oh? How about we... Okay, yeah, let's keep poking the bear, see where it goes. I'm so afraid, Daddy. It's cold and dark. I am so cold here. Please bring me back. Do you want to see me once again? This is where we turn off the computer, because this will probably end badly. I'm sorry, but I can't be doing this. This is against the laws of nature. Goodbye, son. You turn off the computer and the monitor screen goes black. Then nothing else appears on the screen. You don't find anything to write in your novel, so you don't need to turn on the computer once again. And yes, also the text disturbed you. You don't experience anything supernatural during the rest of the day. At night, you take your sleeping pills and fall asleep. This is bad. You are having a vivid dream. You see Jonathan in a garden with green grass and colorful flowers. He runs around with happiness and angels. There is white-dressed angels around him. Everyone is smiling. You are not a part of this dream. Jonathan doesn't see you, but you are still content with seeing him happy in this Eden. He was always a benevolent boy, after all. He deserved to go to heaven. More doorbell! You wake up to the sound of the doorbell's ring. I said the doorbell's ring, right? But right there it says door rings bell. I think in my mind I, fixed it and then read it the right way. You take a look at the clock. It's 10 a.m. You wear your slippers and open the door. It's Bob. Hello, I need to show you something. He holds a newspaper in his hand. There is anxiety on his face. You take the newspaper. It's Ohio's local newspaper. Another kid choked to death. Officers are investigating the curious case of repeated deaths of kids in the state. Yesterday night, a 6-year-old boy, Kevin Madsen, was found dead in his bed by his parents. His face was covered with his pillow. What makes this interesting for officers is this is the 7th time a boy died this way this month in Ohio. Recently, 8-year-old Jonathan White also died with a pillow on his face. Sheriff Wilcott states that he finds the recent events quite interesting. Interesting, that's the wrong word. Disturbing is more like it. The end. Oh, that's the end of that? That's the end of that? Okay, I didn't like that ending. That was just too abrupt. So we're gonna go back, and I'm gonna go back, and I'm gonna go back to where I'm talking to him, and instead of turning off the computer, I'm gonna keep poking the bear and see where that takes me. Okay, so here we are, where Jonathan asks if we want to see him again. So this time we're gonna say yes. I know that I didn't go for more than one ending in the last one, but that's because the last ending ended like a horror movie actually would. This one ended with such a blatant, stupid cliffhanger that I just cannot possibly leave it there. Like, I read a newspaper article and, oh, guess what? A whole bunch of kids died the same way as yours. The end! That's not a fucking ending! So, okay, that pissed me off. So we're gonna do this right. Okay, so, yes, I want to see you. Find 5 candles and wait for the midnight. Bye for now, Daddy. Yep, we're gonna summon a demon. This is gonna be bad. You have got only 1 candle at home. You normally use the candle when the electricity is gone, so if you didn't need more than 1 candle, what will you do? Let's ask Bob for candles. Why go all the way to the fucking store when Bob is, like, our neighbor? You wear your long beige coat and black leather boots. You walk to Bob's house and ring the bell. After 10 seconds, Bob opens the door and he's like, hey, sup? I need 4 candles. Yeah, I'm gonna just tell him that I need to borrow the candles, because if my experience in horror movies, when you tell people that weird shit's happening, they just think you're crazy and throw you in the psycho bin. It's a cliche that I hate. I hate it. Not only is it lazy writing, but it pisses me off on a personal level, because I can't stand when people automatically just get dubbed as crazy, you know, for their personal belief. It's just, it rubs me wrong. It's different if you're like being an asshole, but like just like believing in something like ghosts doesn't automatically make you a fucking nutcase. And it's just that stuff, a whole nother can of worms I'm not gonna jump into. But anyways, we're just gonna go with the I need 4 candles thing. Okay, sure, I have plenty of them. Why do you need them, may I ask? I'd rather not tell. Well, that just sounds suspicious, too. But we're gonna go with that. Very well, let me bring the candles. He goes into the kitchen and he returns with 4 candles in his hands. Here you go. So you thank him, you take the candles, and then you return home. At home, you wait in front of your monitor. Nothing happens until midnight. Then a new message appears on the screen. I'm back, Daddy. Did you bring the candles? Yes, Jonathan. Yes, I brought the candles. Good. Let me explain how you can bring me back. Go to the cemetery. Dig my grave. Bring my coffin home. Jesus Christ. Really? Okay, if I knew there were going to be that many steps in it, I would be like, fuck that. Not only is that too much work, but you want me to go to a cemetery at midnight and dig up a grave? You can go fuck yourself. Stay dead, boy. I'm not doing that shit. But for the sake of plot, we're gonna go with it. What? Oh, wow. Good Lord wants us to be together. Don't you want to bring me back to life? Nope, you're not Jonathan. I will rape your wife's corpse. Jesus. Do you hear me? I won't let you and her find peace. You are out of words in response to this tantrum. No other messages appear. You turn off the computer. You take a high dose of sleeping pills, because you will need it, and then you go to sleep. Man, that fucking escalated quickly. I knew it was a demon. Didn't I predict that in the very, very beginning? Demons, they like to take advantage of when you're emotional and just really sink their claws in like that. And what better time than during the death of a family member in order to come in right when you're vulnerable like that and just really use that as a catalyst to try and get at you. You know what I mean? Whew, shit. You see your deceased pretty wife in your dream, except that she is not pretty anymore because she is a rotten corpse, a skeleton, to be exact, excuse me, lying within her coffin. You can't expect much to be left from her body after 8 years of death and decay. What makes this dream worse is the fact that she is moving. She writhes inside of the coffin. You can feel her pain and despair from how her body parts are moving. You wake up to the sound of the doorbell's ring. You take a look at the clock and it's 10 a.m. You wear your slippers and open the door. It's Bob. Hello, I need to show you something. And then, let me guess, is it the... Yep, it's the same newspaper. Okay, well... I'm guessing that... Damn it. So we did it again and we still got the bullshit newspaper ending, even though the things that led up to it were different, because that was a really fucked up dream. But I've already been recording for 20 minutes, and I think that's about enough for what essentially qualifies as a text adventure. It's not even a visual novel, because there's not much visual to it. It's literally just a text adventure. So... I'm not going to stretch this any further. It's free, so if you really want to see the other possible ending that badly, then just download it and play it yourself. There'll be a link in the description. But anyways, I tried. Okay? What more can I do? I took a little bit of a different path. I guess, I'm assuming that the other ending would be basically, when he asks you to dig up the coffin, you just go with it, and you actually resurrect him. I'm assuming that's the main, like that's the other possible ending, which probably ends even worse for you because you basically let a demon into your home, so I'm pretty sure it eats you alive. That's got to be a lot worse than just seeing a mysterious newspaper article and dun 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 done, you know? So, oh well. But anyways, that'll be it for this one. Next Thursday, we will tackle Crystal Skull, which looks like a two-parter, actually. It looks like there's because you see there's two Crystal Skulls in there. Crystal Skull and Crystal Skull 2, but in between them, there's Evil Beneath the Ground, and we're doing them in order, so we'll handle Crystal Skull Part 1 next week, and then Evil Beneath the Ground the week after, Crystal Skull number 2 after that, and so on until we've done them all. So anyways... That'll be it for this one. Thank you all so much for watching. My name is Oversoul. This is Oversoul Gaming. You've been fantastic, and I will catch you possibly on another day, definitely at another time, and likely in another video. Okay, goodbye.